Hey everyone, this is Artosis, and I am casting this best of 5 from the Go 4 SC2 Cup between EmpireKas and mouzMaNa. This is game number 3, and Mana is up 2-0 with really spectacular, awesome new style Protoss versus Terran play. And, well, he's been playing great. EmpireKas, last game, he got a nice early lead, but then, well, he just went Marine Marauder, and the Psystorms did kind of tear him apart. Hopefully we're going to see a little bit better game this time. We will see, though. Time will tell. The map is Lost Temple, and they are very close positions. So if one of them decides to do any sort of rush attacks, could work out quite well. Let's take a look. Here's the ramp, and just over here is his opponent's ramp. So that's a very quick rush. We will see. EmpireKas, so far, he did a rush in game number 2. It was pretty good. Against Mana's build, you can't really hold a fast expansion with it. Mana lost a few units, but was very smart and backed up. Now, on this map, if he does something like that again, Mana doesn't have an expansion to fall back into, so Mana might just be stuck up his ramp on one base for a while, which could be pretty scary. So, might be a good idea for Kas to do something similar to that again. Now, we noticed this game, he is not going to go for the one barracks expand like he did in game number 1. He's getting that refinery reasonably quick. Mana stopping by the Xel'Naga watchtowers on his way up through the middle of the map, trying to catch any SCVs going through, or any proxies, but I think nowadays no one would ever proxy within Xel'Naga Cavern, or Xel'Naga Tower vision distance. Mana just chrono boosting out some probes, pretty standard. Kas making an orbital, pretty standard. And of course this Marine's going to get out pretty quickly. Mana actually going to scout Kas last, so he's not even going to get a look inside the base. There should be enough Marines down there that there's really no way for Mana to know what is going on whatsoever. And Kas is going to know that shortly and go ahead and tech, no doubt. There goes down the tech lab off of just one Marine. Should be able to micro this back and stop any probe scouting. Mana going to go over there and try anyways. In the meantime, Zealot making Cybernetics Core and quite fast Assimilator. Making this Zealot reasonably quick just because he does not know exactly what's going on. And nice usage of this Marine. Stops the probe as he sees him coming in. And the probe does have to run away. Does not die though. Good job there by Mana. Quick reflexes. And okay. So we might be seeing concussive shells start in a moment and an expansion go up. That's a pretty common build order. Just a little bit of Marauder pressure into expansion. It's a very good build, and I love it. Mana knows that he's using this and gets the probe through by walking up, going around through here, and skirting down the edge, sneaks right in, sees everything, sees a command center being made, sees a barracks, sees a Marauder. Oh, okay, so you're doing a Marauder expansion. Gotcha! And now he knows exactly what's going on. Mana looking like he's going up to harass a little bit. But with good micro, Kas should be able to hold this off, especially when concussive shells actually do finish up. Now there is another Marauder popping out, and yeah, those concussive shells are going to finish. And then it's, well, it looks like Mana going to take out this SCV though. Very nice little harassment. But concussive shells have finished. Ooh, wow, that is a sick reduction in speed. Normally the same speed, but Marauders really killing that off. And so he gets that SCV, but oh, Kas did not restart building his command center. He sent the SCV, but then sent it back. Must have gotten confused there. And now his command center is going to be way late. In the meantime, Mana is going for Warp Gate. And, well, this is quite interesting. There is a bunker out there. There are Marauders with the concussive shell. And look at this, still not doing the command center. Oh god, he's going to lose so much mining time. So many mules. He's going to have less units because of it. A huge blunder for Kas right here. Oh my, oh my, oh my. I don't know what to say. This is quite sad for him. That was really delayed forever. That one Zealot sacrifice for this, amazing. It did amazing. Would have done nearly as amazing if he had instantly sent an SCV down to finish making it. Must not have noticed. A lot of pressure on, deep in the Go 4 SC2 Cup. Been playing all night long, trying to make it far in the tournament. You're finally far. You're down 0-2. I can understand that. So it looks like Mana is going to attack up into here. And Kas just kiting away. Nice little force fields there to slow down these Marauders and actually get kills on them. But he may want to run away pretty quickly here, because he's going to take a lot of damage from this repaired... Oh man, you're not going to be able to kill that. But you do not want to lose all your units right now. You are 4-gaining. Better to just make some more units and try again later if you want. And Kas holds him off. I really like how he jumped out there and attacked for a minute. The sentries were low enough on energy that they weren't really going to be able to make a wall and kill off those units. Now Kas, making Marines and Marauders, has this factory up. Interested to see what he's going to do with that. Ooh, maybe siege tanks again. And Mana's getting more and more sentries. That's going to allow him to make force fields behind the bunkers to both stop repairing and prevent any units from kiting once he does kill the bunkers. Now these Zealots are going to be used to take damage and deal a lot, and here we go. Let's see, he does have a very good Guardian shield up, but oh, and there goes down at the last possible second that force field to really slow down that Marauder. And he may want to throw some force fields down here as well, but the units are running back, and Mana making Kas lift off. Beautiful force field on the ramp, going to kill off the rest of these units, get rid of these mules, and Mana has done a great job of really hurting Kas here. In fact, he actually could just walk up the ramp and pretty much kill Kas. Of course, he can't know that exactly. And it's stupid to randomly try things like that when you're actually ahead in a situation like this. Look at these supplies, 58 against 37. Mana has to be feeling superb right now, up 2-0, and that much supply, making his Nexus now. And with these Zealots, he may try to go up there, but now is not the time. There are SCVs, a bunker on the way, siege tank is out. And Kas looks like he's going to stabilize, but Mana is in such a great spot. Look at this, robotics facility on the way, so he cannot even be really dropped right now. Starport going to come up, and because it's 4-gate, it might actually be smart to do a siege tank drop on the ledge. You might think, okay, maybe he's going to jump right into Templar tech or something like that, and I can get away with just going for a siege tank drop on the ledge, kill his Nexus perhaps, get back ahead in this game instead of being behind. But Mana being very safe, getting this robotics up, even getting his Twilight Council quite quickly as well. He's going for that tech route that he loves so much, which is High Templars with Observer support and, of course, Zealot speed. Alright, now let's take a look at these unit counts. 34 probes, really stopped his probe production quite a bit so that he could actually get a lot of units out for that 4-gate. 31 SCVs, 4 mules out right now because he does have the double orbitals. Waited to see if there were Dark Templars coming, saved up some scans. There weren't, so now he's all safe. Now moving up to this ledge, and well, this is going to make Mana probably run out of there. You know, you can't really keep him up there forever, especially if siege mode finishes up. Then suddenly you lose all of your units because the tanks are siege here, units run down, and things get ugly. Now we do see a medevac is on the way. He does have some siege tanks out. He has siege mode on the way as well, so we definitely could see a drop over here. Now, as far as Mana's tech goes, he is getting his Psystorm now. We do have an Observer out, so the Observer is going to see if, in fact, this medevac does want to do the drop, because it is spying on everything. He may want to scan and take that out. And, in fact, he does before showing the drop ship. Very, very good. So, Mana right now, I don't think he even has another Observer, does he? No, he, in fact, does not. So, he doesn't have an Observer. He doesn't have a Warp Prism. And that's going to make any drop a lot more effective, because he's going to have to go ahead and Chrono Boost that out, lose a lot of mine time, might lose some probes. Probably not the Nexus. Nexus has a lot of hit points. But definitely going to be something quite annoying. Kas sieging up now. Still nothing being made. And as things are getting hit, Mana's going to be like, oh, crap. And he is going to make an Observer very quickly. And I guess what he's going to try to do with this is going to bring over the Stalkers and hit up on the ledge. Now we do have Kadarian Amulet on the way, so Psystorm is done. And here come the Stalkers getting ready. Let's see here. Oh, even making a Warp Prism, very smart. Warping in a Zealot to tank the damage. And Kas scans, sees the Observer coming, backs the siege tanks up. Excellent move right there. Mana sees it, runs away, doesn't want any damage on his units. In the meantime, He's got, ooh, look at this. Still hiding his High Templar tech. He loves to do that. And, oh god. Vikings popping out. The Viking may be, though, to stop any warp prisms that try to come up. It may not be just blind countering. And, in fact, I think it's not. Kas has certainly learned about the style of Mana. Getting that Ghost Academy up, that's going to be so important. And, well, does chase this away. Does severe damage to the medevac. And now he has a Warp Prism, which we don't see all too often, but they are pretty cool. 115 supply for Kas, 96 for Mana, so that drop actually was worth its weight in gold. Kas pulling ahead a little bit, has a lot of tech-labbed barracks, so a lot of Ghosts, a lot of Marauders look like they want to pop out. Has to make some Marines too, though. He's getting a little bit low on his gas. Mana, in the meantime, taking this third base over on the side. For upgrades, we do see Mobius Reactor for Ghost Energy coming up. Zealot Charge coming up, and that's going to do wonders against this heavy Siege Tank composition that we see from Kas. They just, Charge Zealots do so well against Siege Tanks. I mean, Speed Zealots did so well in StarCraft 1, and in this game we see basically the same. Vikings scouting around, and the Warp Prism is what I'm excited about here. May want to warp in some High Templars and storm everything. Definitely a possibility. Now, let's see here. Ghosts coming out. Couple Lone Marines just chilling. Mana with a lot of warp gates. And here we go. Mana gonna run in here now. And look at this, just snapping off Siege Tanks, reducing Siege Tanks. Now there's beautiful Psy Storms hitting right before the Ghosts have energy. Just now getting the 75 energy required. But more Psy Storms coming up. Oh, a beautiful, beautiful EMP right there. Look at that. Totally nails all 5 spellcasters with it. Very well aimed. And, but Mana did a lot of damage there. Kas, though, pulls up in supply. It's 129 against 87 for Mana. But this is a very heavy Marine composition. And it looks like that is in the way. He's gonna kill his own engineering bay. But, Kas has to be careful here, because he needs to hit his EMPs just right. If Mana can hit feedbacks or get storms off before that happens, then Kas is going to be in a lot of trouble. So let's take a look, see if that's going to happen. See no new text popping up for Mana. Ooh, he does have some High Templars. In fact, oh, it looks like there was a little storm. Killed a few SCVs with that. Quite good multitasking. And the single Ghost in the medevac, chasing away the High Templars here. Huh. This is kind of weird to have that one Ghost in there, especially when you run into the Stalker. Alright, so, Mana catching up in supply quite quickly. Has a very good economy at this point because of his 3 base. And the supplies are 150 for Kas, 134 for Mana. A lot of Marines, a lot of Marauders. Bunch of Siege Tanks still. Is he still making Siege Tanks? No, he's stopped at this point, so that's good. You don't want too many of those Siege Tanks. And look at this, a Marine coming out with a Ghost. EMPs, hits one Templar, misses everything else. Oh, gotta be careful with that. Bam, feedback. Oops. But we do see personal cloaking going up, so it looks like right now Kas wants to get cloaking for. Oh, that is a ton of Ghosts. That is 7 Ghosts. Wow. He wants to get cloaking so he can actually walk out here and either snipe High Templars. You would snipe them if you're not going to move out for a while, and EMP them if you're just going to hit right then. So let's see. Siege Tanks all in a clump. This could be a mistake. And look at this! Oh, a few feedbacks. Beautiful move right there. Taking out a couple of the Ghosts, and that has to be painful for Kas. And a nice EMP that time. Nailing this High Templar. And the Archon taking a lot of damage there. More High Templar walking out. He does get EMP'd, but he does get the storm off. Let's take a look at these hit point bars. The front half of Kas's army has taken a lot of damage. Very similar supplies right now. Do we have more High Templars warping? Yes, we do. We're going to have some more Psy Storms. And just damaging this ball of units. This is one of the problems running around with all your units on one hotkey like this. And, in fact, going for this unit composition against what Mana is doing, you get a lot of damage on it. So the Siege Tank's going to move up a bit. And, well, right now, supply-wise, mouzMaNa just slightly in the lead by about 3 supply. And Kas walking out. Nice EMP there. Does hit a couple high Templars, but there are 2 more right here. More can be warped in as well, of course. In fact, more are being warped in down here. So mouzMaNa splitting up his units a little bit. And look at this. The Ghosts walk in. And this one's actually just flying around. That looks like the old Corsair bug. That was kind of cute. And he is going to take out a few spellcasters, but taking a lot of damage to those Ghosts. More high Templars being warped in as needed. Saving some gas to warp ones in. And there we go, attacking in. The Zealots doing sick damage to these Siege Tanks. Just Psy Storms all over the army of Kas. And he is just getting peeled apart. Oh man. mouzMaNa with his Psy Storms. Look like they're going to do in Kas. It looks like this best of 5 is going to turn into a 3-0. mouzMaNa has really not been damaged in quite some time. And his economy is just vastly superior. Take a look at that. Twice as much as Kas. Kas decides this is so ridiculous. Well, this was a pretty exciting game, and oh, look at that. I'm sorry, I was so busy looking at that. That's a cute little move. Out of range from Planetary. A small sleepy and game over for 3 storms. Protoss crying. What he can't do, no think versus Tear. 3 storms, 100 supply. GG, congrats, good game. Good game from mouzMaNa. So an unhappy Kas, but still trying to stay some mana at the end. Does lose 0-3. mouzMaNa, very good Protoss versus Terran player. I definitely suggest everyone try out his style. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, that's about it. See you later.